The video is about how to start a career in finance, because finance can include the stock markets, it can include running a business, to start doing internships. So a lot of people, for taking counseling, they'll end up asking me, how do they begin a career in finance? And weirdly, unlike a lot of other skill sets in the market, finance has been much more like a practice of medicine or law, where we believe that without the right fundamental academic training, we can't really enter into the field of finance, just like we can't do for law for medicine. Because in both of those examples, you really need to invest a lot of time studying, a lot of time learning, because when you come into the real world, you cannot make mistakes in either of those fields. The video is about how to start a career in finance, and I am going to talk about the academic aspect because that is, believe it or not, the best and the right way, if not the safest way to do it. That being said, it's not the only way anymore. So let me jump into this. First is you got to study if you can, right? Finance is something which people don't even know the meaning of. I've made dozens of videos. Please check it out on the difference between finance and accounts, right? People use it interchangeably. They don't understand what it is. Finance is about money. Money, how to acquire money, how to manage money, how to deploy money. Like, that's what finance is about. And accounting, like I've said a million times before, is about recording and analyzing all the money transactions. Why is this important? Because if I give you magically 1 crore rupees, it's very easy to think about what you're going to do with 1 crore. But besides your immediate few transactions, which may be heavy, right? You might buy a house, you might buy a car, whatever you care about, that comes in that 1 year, and let's say you're left with 10 lakhs. And those 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs you have to spend on your day-to-day. You will lose sight of how money is managed unless you have accounts. So number one is you can study finance, right? The most popular course, which is out of your degree college in India or known in India, is CFA. Again, tons of videos we made on these. Please have a look. There are a lot of free courses, a lot of short courses. There's just a lot of courses basically in the field of finance. And what you have to search for if it's your first time is, remember, finance learning everything. If you're a 10 on 10 and you are at 0, which you should assume, start finding courses take you from 0 to 1 and at least see 5-6 videos, or do 2-3 courses on 0 to 1. However boring it might sound, right? Because finance can include the stock markets, it can include running a business, it could include investing just overall family money into different places. It could involve personal finance, insurances and health insurances for your family. That's actually a combination of money management and return for your family. Just tons of it. The right way to get started into this is you should ideally pick up some things to study, right? There are a lot of books. A lot of people start with Rich Dad, Poor Dad and The Psychology of Money. These are good books. Look at The Richest Man in Babylon. Right? That's a book which I like the $100 Startup. These are books which I really like, which teaches the basics of finance. In India, there is a book called Let's Talk Money by Monica Hallan. She talks about personal finance. I like these kind of books, right? And I would recommend you guys to have a look at these. Getting into finance is not that hard if you basically are studying something, having the right qualifications. So this is one. Step 2 is a subset of what I said, is don't bother with a certification. Just self-study. Problem with self-studying is, though, if you don't have somebody guiding you, you don't know if you're just going in the right direction. So a lot of people take up a few things, get bored very quickly, don't know what they're investing energy in is worth their time. So self-studying is a little difficult. However, if you are really keen on finance, you'll find your way. A lot of us have. Then comes internships and actually working. Guys, please don't be too picky on internships. When I was interning, I knew my value in the market was 0. So I would just do any and everything and not give my time any value. And I think you guys should do the same in the beginning, right? Your time is nothing. Nobody cares. And it's okay. You don't have to find the best one up front. Even if your first job, I have a cousin who was really concerned after her CFA level 1. She got an offer from a really good company, but it wasn't the Big Four which she wanted in her, the dream job. But it's fine, the Big Four offer is not in your hand right now. It's your first job, you're 20, 21, and you have a very good offer. Take the very good offer. You don't need a stellar first job or have completed CFA in the first attempt to be a master in the field of finance. All of these things, I said, could be crunched into a period of 6 months to 1 year. And then whether you take up CFA, you go and find a job in the best investment banking company in the world, you are going to be able to grow from there, most likely faster than most people who just jumped into CFA, just jumped into a good job because they were also a little lucky and have not thought the detail, have not put in the work ethic, the effort as much as some of you will. I don't force people to read newspapers and journals. Of course, it's very crucial. We all know it, right? Nowadays, Insta and these, platforms are also as good as news feeds themselves, as long as you follow the right ones. So I won't force you to read, but if you can, again, be up to date with current events, nothing like it. Let's say you hate finance. Finance is something that if you hate, you decide not to enter into a field as a career. But if you get the basics of finance, your entire future, handling it with your family at your personal level, maybe in your future family, if you are young and you're going to get married and stuff like that, you're going to run a house. As a responsible guy in the world today, just understanding basics of finance is a responsibility for you, because you don't expect others to do it. And if you do expect the others to do it, and some unfortunately will scam you, con you, you might not get the best return even if they have good intent. You cannot blame anybody but the lack of effort. I was reading Ashneer Grover's the Uglapan book, right? If you all have read it, it's pretty cool, because it gives you a very ground level understanding of the finance world of India. Even if you don't understand details, you'll at least get the gist of how you can actually unlock value for yourself and your family through understanding the basics of finance. So that's how I would suggest you guys enter into the field of finance. It's a lot of effort, but it's definitely not so much that you should give up. Even if you just do one thing, just start it, have a timeline to it, and then stick to it. I think you guys will be way better than where you are today in less than 6 months. If I've missed anything, please leave something in the comments, and I look forward to you guys in the next video.